So I thought that I would try and bring you a video that's a little bit different to usual. I'm going to talk in this video about power in Blackshot and how power is distributed inside the game. Power is distributed in a couple of different ways. One way is through the mastery system, where you can usually get better powered weapons if you are master your specific sort of class, like if you play an SMG player, if you're a rifle player, a sniper, etc, etc. The other way is through the premium shop, is through the store, and then the other way is through what I would consider the luxury items, and these usually are the cream of the crop, and they're usually the most OP out of everything that I'm going to discuss today. So the first thing that I want to talk about are the mastery weapons. Now I will just show you my personal mastery ranks. As you can see, I've put a lot of time into rifle. I've also put quite a lot of time into knife, and then just, you know, my grenade is high too. Now the other things are pretty low. I don't really play these things very often. Yeah, so that's it. Now the way that mastery works in Blackshot, for the people who don't know, is they basically, as you're ranking up, you unlock attachments for your guns, namely a silencer and a scope. And then you will also unlock different variations of weapons, or you will unlock mastery guns. Now, the simple way that I can describe this is by saying that is, as I go down this here, you will see weapons with this. Now these are the mastery weapons. So the first mastery weapon you unlock is the AK-47 Gold. The AK-47 Gold is pretty good. I see a lot of people using it to tap fire. I see a lot of people using it and doing very successfully with it. The problem with the AK Gold is, I think it's abused with macros. I could be wrong, but I do feel like some people are abusing it with macros. So that's that. Then you get the NZ or the NZ weapons, as you may call them, but for a British guy, I'm gonna, it's NZ. Should be NZ. You get the M4A1 NZ and you get the AK103 NZ. Now, these weapons are good in their own right. I personally feel like the strongest one is the M4. It has a clip of 60. It has poor accuracy, but I mean, it doesn't really matter because your fire rate is so high that you can 3 or 4 shot burst people very, very quickly. The AK is very good for tap fire shooters, and it's got very good damage comparable to the 3.9 damage of the M4. So I would say out of these two, personally the M4 is better, but I use the AK because I like the tap fire, and if I don't do good with tap fire, then I don't think I should really play. I don't care. Now obviously, as you can see, I'm close to unlocking the NX weapon. The NX weapon's okay. It's alright. So that's sort of the way that the mastery system works. Now, you don't automatically get I wouldn't say you get power as you go up the mastery system. For example, the AK-47G is very, very good in its own right. I see a lot of people doing very successful things with this gun. So I don't think that it's fair to just say, oh, you get that which is good, you get that which is better, you get that which is best. Actually, I see a lot of people who Grandmaster still using these NZ weapons because they prefer them over the NX. Also, it's important that you should know that the NX weapon costs an absolute fortune to rent out. Now you look at these guns that I have, 27,000 BP for a week. That's quite a lot. Imagine that almost doubled, because that's what it is for the NX weapons. It's almost doubled. We will go into the second class of power in the game. Now the second class are the BSC weapons, or the premium weapons. Now in Blackshot, for people who don't know, obviously some of you guys do know who are probably watching this, but in most cases you can use premium currency to buy power. This is not me talking out my asshole. This is not me talking shit. These are the facts. Everybody knows it, so don't come to me and start saying to me, the game's not pay to win. It is pay to win. Fuck off. That's enough of that. So, as far as the cash options go, now the price varies. Usually what they do is, they do a system where they make the best items the most expensive items. And if you don't believe me, then look at this. The Brent tuning and the ACR were released on the same date. They were released on the same patch. But the Brent tuning is 150 Blackshot cash and the ACR is 99 Blackshot cash. Now this is not because they are different class of weapon. They're both rifles. They were both released in the same time. The only difference is the Brent tuning is OP as fuck and the ACR is somewhat balanced. Now the ACR, I like it. I think it's actually a pretty good weapon. I used it for a day. I think it's not bad. Brent tuning, on the other hand, I have it in my inventory, but I don't use it because it is OP as fuck. I mean, let me say, sometimes I do use it. Yes, that's true, but I don't use it very often, and I don't have it as standard because it's OP as fuck. But as you can see, the power scale is there. If you pay more money, you get more power. If you pay less money, you don't get as much power. And as we go down the list, you can see a lot of them are 110, which is fine. 110 is fine. And then they go down to 100. These are the guns that nobody uses because they're not as good as other versions of themselves. Now, I will say, the RK95 Freedom is good, but it has been balanced. It was better than it is now, but it still is a good gun. There's no denying that. Okay. The same thing goes when it comes to other items. For example, if you pay cash, you can get a version of helmet that is better than any other helmet in the game. As you can see, this has every version of helmet inside it, all in one helmet, and you can get that for cash. But you can get inferior versions for BP, and I use an inferior version, of course. Again, as we go down the list here, you will see we have multi-weapon 1. This is the BP version of multi-weapon, which gives you a speed penalty for using it. But if you pay cash, you can use the version that doesn't give you a speed penalty. Again, another power swing for the people who are willing to pay the money. Now, apparently this ultimate stealth is bugged, but it's going to increase your movement speed and reduce the sound of your footsteps. It's like Nina and Rain put into one, but some people are saying it's bugged and it's not working correctly. Then armor, again. If you want good armor, you can usually see people with armor 4, although I don't personally use it, but you see people with armor 4. They take a minus 8% penalty on their speed, and they only block damage from sniper rounds. But if you pay cash, you take minus 6% from speed, which is better, and you reduce shots from rifles and snipers, so you get both of these armors into one armor. So again, it is another situation where you can buy power. Magazine extension, I couldn't give a fuck. I don't personally use it. I use extra grenade slot. Don't really care about that, whatever. We go to the medkits. Medkit here. It replenishes HP gradually during a period, and it takes 80 seconds to recharge the item. But if you pay cash, you can regenerate HP gradually again, but it only takes 40 seconds. So with this, you pay in-game currency, you pay cash, and you get a better version. Again, you are paying for power. This is stuff that people already know, but it's important for people to understand. Now, here is where we come to the elite items. And I'm going to go to the gold boxes first, then I'm going to go back to the shop and go to the premium section. Now, inside here are what I would consider the elite items, and the reason why I would consider that is because I will explain it. The SMF knife has been removed from the normal shop. As you can see in the subsection of the normal shop under the BSC stuff, it is no longer there, okay? As everybody knows who's got half a brain, and don't try and deny this to me guys because you know this is true, the SMF knife has a 1.0 weight. That means it is the lightest that you can get for a knife. So you run the fastest. It also has no animation, really. It has a very, very small animation, but it almost has no animation when you take it out. So you can easily quick switch weapons with it. And you run very fast when you use it. Now, on the other hand, I have the Christmas tree, as you will be able to see here. Now, the Christmas tree also has a 1.0 weight. But I can assure you, with almost 100% guarantee on this fact, I can assure you, if I use this and I run, I will not run as quick as a person equipped with every exact same thing as me, but with the SMF knife, because this knife is bugged as fuck. And I'm not even talking about the performance of the knife in melee matches, because I also think that that's retarded. But anyway, so this knife arguably is the best knife for people to use outside of melee matches. And this knife is only available through this package. This package. So what they are saying to you is, if you give us enough money, you will drop this knife for maybe 7 days, maybe 3 days. I think if I remember correctly, this one's a guaranteed 3-day at least for items. I can't be 100% certain. You know, you may drop it. Now, as we go to other things in this package, yes, other things aren't really OP. A lot of people are telling me that UDT is bugged. And, you know, if it is bugged, it doesn't surprise me, because again, it is in the gold boxes. So again, they are making the elite, the people who will give them enough money, they are giving them the unbalanced items in the game. They removed the SMF knife from the shop because it was not balanced. That is why they removed it. They don't remove items from the shops if they're balanced, because they would never do that. They've never removed items that are balanced. Yes, they do remove items sometimes that need work, that need rebalancing so that they're a bit more powerful, but they never remove OP items from the shop unless they have an idea to implement them in another way. And I will explain that further again. So there's the SMF knife. MP412 Rex. I see people in pistol matches crapping on faces with this weapon. Is it as OP as the Auto 9? No. Is it more OP than the Taurus Judge? Probably. I would say probably yes. Then we go to this package. SWAT. I don't think the SWAT's OP at all. I don't personally believe the SWAT's OP. I used it and I actually didn't like it because it took away a slot for my extra grenade. But it looks pretty cool. It plays fine. I don't personally think there's a problem. UDT, again, I come back to it. Some people say it's bugged. They say the hitboxes are bugged on it and it's not working correctly. I didn't personally feel that way, but if the community is saying it, then usually there is something wrong. Then we go to the other prizes. AWP Ghost. Very, very strong sniper. I'm a shit sniper, and when I use it, I feel like much more confident. Does it make me a better sniper? Probably, because if I use other snipers, I'm pretty bad. Scar Aurum. At this point, I think you're probably sick of me complaining about this gun. They have done some very, very slight changes. It has a very, very slight amount of kick when you're using it. Is it still OP? Yes. Did they really do very much to the gun? Probably not. But what they did was they removed it out of the normal shop so that everyone didn't see the gun inside the game, and they hid it away inside the most expensive box in the game. The reason they did this was because if everybody's using the gun, everybody complains about the gun and they say how OP it is. But if people see the gun not in the shop, they go, oh my goodness, it's gone. Or not many people have it now. That's good, because now they don't have this powerful gun. But really what they've done is they've said, if you're willing to give us enough cash, we will actually give you the gun, just as a chance drop in this box. Now, as you've seen from my other videos, and I don't need to say this very much either, the heist bag is a very, very strong melee. Probably, you know, the top, at least in the top 2 or 3 melees. I don't think there are very many melees that are better than this. But again, we come back to it, the heist bag is locked behind this box. Not available inside the shop for people to buy. They have to luckily get it inside this drop. And it is a very good melee. No one can deny that. It is a bag of fucking dollars that wrecks people's faces. Okay. So as you can see, I'm trying to show you, and I will send this into the GM team because I don't think that I'm talking shit here. I am trying to show you and explain how the power scaling and how the power system works inside Blackshot. Now, I will hear people saying to me, isn't it great though that there's not so many people using the Aurum? And yes, it's fucking fantastic. But all you've done is you haven't actually balanced the weapon and said, we'll put it back in the shop now when it's balanced. All you've done is said, we're now going to hide it against a paywall that only the elite cashers can afford. Only the people who will give us hundreds of euros every 2 or 3 months can actually afford this now. So only those people who are willing to buy their way into this power can get it. That is what you are saying. And I've heard people saying, and I won't mention names, but I've heard people in positions of authority saying to me, don't you think it's a lot better though that it's harder for people to get the item? And, okay, but don't you think it would be better if they just balance the item and put it back into the game again? Instead of putting it behind this elite paywall that says to the consumer, that says to me, oh, by the way, if you're willing to give us enough cash, you can get power. That is what it comes down to. If you give us enough cash, you can get power. And if you don't fucking believe me, let's go to the premium section in the shop. The AK Snow and the HK Snow and the AWP Candy, all three of these weapons are very good. The AWP Candy is probably the best sniper in the game. The AK Snow, very, very good. And again, just behind paywalls, just behind packages. Now, okay, you'll come to me and you'll say, 15 euros for 30 days. You get a lot of stuff in there. The only things that people care about at this package are the AK Snow and Tactical 1. And you're charging us 15 euros because you've added the P90 Azrael, which no one gives a fuck about, additional BP. We do not need BP. We are shitting BP out of our asses. We do not need it. And more BP. We don't need that either. Then if you go to the bigger packages, okay, if you go to this package, you get a load of shit that you don't really need either. Why do I need, if I am buying this package for the AK Snow, please tell me why I need Tactical Package 2 inside it. Please tell me why I need Tactical Package 2 inside it. Please tell me. Now the Taurus Judge, fine, whatever. Uzi Blue, waste of my time. The Flash Frag, okay, that's fine, but I can buy that for BP now. Why do I need Tactical Package 2? You know why I need it? So you can increase the fucking price, and you can make it seem like it's a good deal to me. Then we go to C. Then we go to the big kahuna, the big boy. The 26 euros per month package. And that has your AWP Candy inside it. But look what they've done with this package. They've said to you, you want the AK Snow and the AWP Candy? Well, stick it in your asshole, because instead, we're going to stick the HK416 in this package instead. We're going to give you a Mastery bonus, which is fine. Again, Tactical 2, which is completely not a fucking worthless. Uzi Blue, which nobody fucking wants. Instead of putting the AK Snow in this package and making it a brilliant package, apart from the shit that they put in with Tactical 2, they have instead given you the option of getting the AWP Candy and the HK Snow, which is a good weapon, but not what we want. But again, the AWP Candy is still in the game after Christmas, but only if you're going to spend 26 euros a month to buy it. Yes, if you get these items, split them all up, you know, get the cost together and look at it. I'm sure that it's good value, but that doesn't mean that a 26 euro package with Tactical Pack fucking 2 inside it and an Uzi Blue is a good package. It's a pile of shit. As for the Running Man package, fuck that. It's just a joke. And then again, we will run down here. Again, look, if you want the SMF knife, then you have to buy it in a fucking package that costs 20 euros per month. If you want the Enfield WL, which has no recoil and no fucking spread, buy it in a €20 package. These items are not available in the shop to buy by themselves because they want you to spend more money. To buy it to spend more money. Is this package good value? Yes, it's fantastic value. But who gives a fuck when you're charging us €20 per month just to play competitively in the fucking game? And don't even get me started on Rain. Don't even fucking get me started on that piece of shit. She can rot in hell for all I fucking care. Oh, but we offer Rain as a BP option. Yes, for people who are willing to spend 36,000 BP every 7 days and sit inside your game all day. Yes, you offer that as a fucking option. Of course. Because the other thing you do as well is, and with the mastery weapons, is you make them expensive so people have to spend a lot of time inside the game to even earn the BP to buy the items. So this is how the power scaling works in Blackshot. And they can come and fucking bullshit me saying we've made BP weapons better than ever. I don't give a pile of shit. You still have the power scaling in the game. So I'm sorry that this video was long, but I hope that it's an educational video, and I hope that it really does highlight how this fucking stuff works in this game. Because it is just a joke. Hot items. Yes, I see lots of people using this gun. I see loads of people using this fucking gun. Hot items. Of course this is a fucking hot item because it's OP. Hot items. It's 12,000 fucking BP for a 10-hour maximum time fucking BP gun. That's shit. The only time this is any good is if you get an Ultimax or a Graffiti. And what do you do with them? Both of them count as BSC weapons, so you burn the time on them. You are cunts. Absolute greedy bastards.